Hi guys, welcome back to 100% Mag. So I hope you're all staying safe and well out there. So this is just a quick video to give you my reaction to the recent news that has just broke on social media, of course, which is a number of clubs will voice their concern to the Premier League on the proposed Saint Maximin move to Al Hilal. Of course, they say Newcastle using PIF dual ownership to inflate the fee and help FFP. Plus, they want Premier League to explain market value process. NUFC very comfortable with the valuation. I've got to agree with the owners on this because the evaluation for Maxi is right on the money. We might actually even be ripping ourselves off a little bit on this one. Is the reports going around are saying that it's 25 rising to 30, and I think I've seen a few also saying that it could be 30 rising to 40. So, at the end of the day, it's quite touch and go on what the actual evaluation is and what the actual amount is that we're getting from Al Hali for, of course, St Maximin. But looking at it, no club should be saying anything about this. Yes, they're going to, obviously, because this is again another agenda driven debate by the clubs in the Premier League and even the Premier League themselves, because it's another way to try and stop Newcastle United from succeeding and getting ahead of the game. Well, I've got news for you, pals. At the end of the day, we're already ahead of the game. Look at what we did last season. Look at where we are now. We are in the Champions League this season because of an absolutely fantastic season last season, and of course that was our first full season under them owners, and we are in a Champions League spot. Look at the way we have performed in this transfer window. This is why these clubs are so worried, because of the way Newcastle is performing in this transfer window, the way we performed last season in the league. We made it all the way to a League Cup final. Yes, we lost out in the League Cup final, but we still made it to a League Cup final, and that won't be the last final we'll make it to. We will make it a more, and they know that, and that is why they are coming out and they're voicing their concerns about these moves. Now, there's nothing really to voice your concern about on this one, to be honest, because at the end of the day, there's plenty of clubs that have already done this before Newcastle have ever done it. Look at Watford with Udinese's owners. They own Watford, they own Udinese, they send players back and forth. Look at the Nottingham Forest owner. He owns Olympiacos and Nottingham Forest. He sent players back and forth. Look at all of these other clubs that are doing it. And now that Newcastle United's doing it, suddenly they want everything to be stopped. It's just another agenda-driven debate by these clubs, and it's just getting out of hand now. Something needs to stop. It's just childish antics. But just wanted to get that off my chest in this video quickly, of course, for you guys, and give you my thoughts on this recent news that's just come out. And of course, we've got that game coming up against Aston Villa, of course, on the 24th. I think that'll be a pretty decent game, and I do believe that'll probably be a pretty decent challenge for us as well, being that Aston Villa were one of the teams that beat us last season in the Premier League. So there's a chance, of course, for us to get a little bit of revenge back on Aston Villa, and also to prove something against them as well. Not that we have to, but it would be nice, to show that we have improved quite a bit since we played them in the Premier League and they got that win over with. But let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. As always, remember, like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you want to join the membership, you can. It's only $1.99 a month, and you do get perks, of course, of a shout out on the channel once a month, and you get priority replies down in the comments, of course, on future videos, as long as you are a member. And of course, if you don't want to go by the membership route and you want to support the channel in other means, then hit the super thanks button. All donations are welcome, and of course that means an absolute lot. Don't take it for granted. And until next time, let us know your thoughts on this whole situation down in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. However, lads.